Hi, dear partners of FBBNI. This is our January newsletter. And in January newsletter, I would like to particularly talk about a verse in the Bible. That's Proverbs 28:19. And this website gives you a lot of different versions of the Proverbs 28:19. And also on Proverbs 12:11, it basically talk about the same thing. One kind of emphasize more over than the other. One focuses on the person, the people that you fellowship with, and the other one focuses more on the things that you do. On Proverbs 28:19, it says that he who works in his land, he who works his land will have abundant food, but the one who chases fantasy will have his fill of poverty. And other places says, but a person who chases fantasy ends up in poverty, but he who follows worthless pursuit will have plenty of poverty. But he who follows empty pursuit will have poverty in plenty. Whoever chases unrealistic dreams will have plenty of nothing. Okay, and today I'm gonna show you how do you define the business that you are chasing after. Is it unrealistic or is it realistic? We'll come to that later. And we would also see he that follow after vain person. But on Proverbs 12:11, it focuses more. It talks more about that in detail. He who chases unrealistic dreams have no sense. He who follows vain person is void of understanding. Okay, he that follow after vain person is void of understanding. So the people that you fellowship with, the people that you follow with, plays a part in your success. And what is it? I want you to, as you come to this website and read about Proverbs 12:11 and also chapter 28:19, I want you to begin to ask yourself, what is your land? What is it? What is the land that the Lord wants you to focus on, to work on? And what are the fantasies now that you are pursuing? What are the unrealistic dreams that you are pursuing after? Who are the vain persons that's around you? And I want you to take a moment to think about that. The reason why I am doing this newsletter and offering you this message is that lately I'm trying to help a business person in Hacienda to succeed by maximizing his business profitability, productivity, and raise his level of protection. And while I'm talking to him and telling him what I can do, by the way, if you don't know what I do, you can come to this website, www.aim3ppp.com, and to get to know what I can do for your business, you can click on a report over here that says a report about me. You would get to know more about me and what I can do for the small businesses. In 2007, there is a magazine that was published, and it talks about how I have helped a lot of business owners to increase their productivity, profitability, and level of protection. But while I was doing that, while I was talking with this business owner who just started his business in the faucet industry, plumbing faucet industry, what I'm showing him what I do, all of a sudden he says, "Can I do what you do?" It seems that what you are very successful in doing this. You are great in helping people. Can I do what you do and make money? My answer to him is no. You gotta understand this. That the business that I name, for me to say no to him, it's actually unprofitable to me, because I'm in the business of recruiting people to do what I do. But I tell him no. It's you. You shouldn't be doing what I do, because what I do is not your land. You should focus on your land, because and he's a brother. I want to be be honest, be blunt with him. I told him, this is your land. Look at the office that you have already set up, warehouse that you have already set up, and stop chasing fantasy. My land may not be your land. My land, in fact, may be your fantasy. Okay? So I told him to focus on his land, and as long as he stay focused on it, I will help him and step by step, to train him, to give him the resources that he needs in order to succeed. Now, I also told him to develop a business plan by offering some simple steps. For example, I told him to develop a business plan using this website over here, allfreelancewriting.com. You can go to Google, type in one-page business plan template, and you'll be able to find this page. This page, it's so important to develop that up, because businesses that have a business plan will increase its chance of success 5 to 8 times over those who don't have a business plan. Okay, and also it's also a good way to, after you finish your business plan, when you have a business idea, by the time you finish your business plan, you will know if it's unrealistic or is it a realistic dream to pursue. Okay, it is so important to develop that business plan to keep yourself focused. So, and by helping him to develop that business plan, many times, and especially Christians, I believe Christians should even work hard on developing a business plan, because many times, if you don't have your plan, your dream written down on the paper, you would thought your business is just a tool to make money, okay, or it's just a money making machine, which really doesn't fulfill you. And if all your mind is thinking about my business just to make money, it would affect the way that you talk to your client. For example, this friend of mine, I know by the time that I help him to develop the business plan, he would talk differently. He would sound different to his client. Now he sounds like a salesperson who wants money. Now he sounds like he's after people's money when he calls people. Okay, but by the time that he finished his business and he knows the purpose of his business, he knows why his business exists. He knows what are the uniqueness of his business and what are the things that he can do for his client that is different, how he can help people. And when he put those down on paper, all of a sudden, I know from experience that when now he calls his client, he would sound different. He would sound like a friend who's trying to help instead of a salesperson who is trying to sell. And without a business plan in place on paper and focus on that, you would just sound like any salesperson that's out there, which is annoying. Okay, but once you put your business plan down, your purpose, your statement down, all of a sudden you sound different, and you will find that yourself become more likable to your clients, to your customers. Okay, so this is the the newsletter of January, and I hope that you do spend time on this website over here and look over Proverb 12:11 and Proverb 28:19 and meditate on this and ask yourself a couple questions. Make sure that you are not chasing unrealistic dream. You are not following a vain person. You are not chasing fantasy. All this is important to you. And I hope all the success that you deserve in Christ, because the Lord does want you to be successful. God bless.